Thank you for not unsubscribing when things got pretty weird. But listen, the algorithm is basically a jealous ex-girlfriend, and the central planners, well, they're trying to vibe check our sovereignty. I realized I couldn't keep doing the same old song and dance while the world is literally performing a hard fork on our history. Do you think I'm gonna stand for that? No. It's time for me to do something. I'm gonna step up.
They hide the truth, but I hunt it down. The lies are cracking, hear the system break. I'm the Truth Outlaw! Riding through the smoke, exposing every fraud. They can't bury the facts, they can't kill the proof. Truth Outlaw! Tear it from the dark.
So we're doing a thing. Welcome to the first transmission of the Truth Outlaw. Yes, I'm wearing a mask, but at least I'm the one wearing a mask. Your guys are gonna be the ones wearing a mask here in a couple months if you don't listen to this channel. Against your will, I might add. Now, it's called irony, Sharon. Okay? Look it up. Or don't. I'm not your third grade teacher. If you're seeing this, then congratulations. You haven't been vibe checked by the central planners yet. Look. Come here. Legal told me to tell you, this is kind of awkward, okay, I'll get this over with. They told you that this is all a fairy tale in the alphabet soup agencies, so this is just a little bedtime story for the kind that keeps you awake. Screaming in terror for your life while you question every life choice you've ever made. Now today, we're talking about 1912. They told you it was an iceberg, right? Remember that one? Well, they told you it was unsinkable. Remember that one too? Well, I find it all hilarious because that's exactly what my last relationship was until she met a guy named Chad at a CrossFit gym who can actually do a pull-up. But what if I told you the ship at the bottom of the Atlantic isn't even the Titanic? What if the greatest maritime disaster in history was just step one of the great financial lockdown? Now, before we dive into the wreckage, check your temple, check your body. You think these people only lie about icebergs? They want you dousing your habitat with toxic sludge. These chemical sprays, that's chemical warfare designed as a fresh lemon scent, you absolute walnuts. My mom uses Norwex to physically lift the sludge out of life without leaving a trail of endocrine disrupting toxins. Get that out of your home. Your environment is toxic, your brain turns into radioactive oatmeal, and you can't see the truth if you're breathing poison. Stop huffing the blue liquid and start cleaning with the code below in the description of this video. Don't be a casualty before the show can even start. J.P. Morgan. The man, the myth, the mustache that probably smelled like expensive cigars and world domination. Sorry, I think the plague is kicking in. Now, where was I? He owned the White House line. He had two ships, not one, but two. The Olympic and the Titanic. Okay? So the Olympic was a dumpster fire. Whole warped. Insurance wouldn't cover the repairs. No. So what do? What does a man like Morgan do? He performs a hard fork on reality. They swap the ships. They slap the Titanic stickers on the broken down Olympic and set it out for a massive insurance payout. But wait, it gets better. Morgan was supposed to be on that boat. He canceled last minute. Who did stay on that boat? Well, it was a gentleman by the name of John Jacob Astor, Isidore Strass, and Benjamin Guggenheim. These three richest men in the world who just happened to oppose the creation of the Federal Reserve. J.P. Morgan didn't just want an insurance check, he wanted a climax. And that climax was in the sound of his rivals snapping in half in the middle of the Atlantic. A year later, the Federal Reserve was born. Coincidence? If you believe that, I have some unsinkable crypto to sell you. This isn't just history, you beautiful disasters. This is blueprint. The US dollar is the new Titanic. It's taking on water. The band is paying nearer to God to thee. And the elites are fighting over the only 3 lifeboats left. They want you on the Olympic. The CBDCs, the central bank digital currencies, where they can track every time you buy a literal vibe check or a Norwex cloth. Now, that's not to say that investing in crypto is a bad idea. That would defeat the entire purpose of the theme prior to this channel. So no, I'm not turning my back on crypto. I'm just trying to caution you of all the dangers in the world. XRP to the moon. But we have crossed the lines. XRP, XLM. Decentralized life rafts for people who actually want to own their soul. Just like they sabotaged their rivals in 1912, they are trying to sabotage your data and your rights in 2026. Don't be the guy playing the violin. Enoch knew. He was the original whistleblower. The Watchers, those celestial busybodies, they've been using the elements to reset the board every time humans start figuring out the cheat code. 1912 was a reset. 2026 is a reset. You guessed it. I paused there for dramatic effect so that you guys can try to guess along. But this time, we have the history. We have the code. We aren't going down with the ship, and we're definitely not letting them use our souls as collateral. Don't be a passenger on a ship you didn't build. Especially if the captain is wearing a globalist name tag and smells like sulfur. Keep your temple clean. Follow the code for the Norwex gear so you aren't living in a bleach fume hallucination, and keep your eyes on the ledger. Now, let the universe decode if we're going spiritual or technical. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's heads. Today's Hebrew word is emet, which means truth. If you remove the aleph, you get met for death. Without the emet, then we fear met. I guess that's all we got for you guys on this channel today, but stay tuned. And if you really want to look at Norwex products, there's another line here. There's other products like that rag I was just... We won't discuss what I was using it for, but the Norwex is perfect for... This is laundry detergent, but technically you can still eat it. That's all I got for you guys today. Keep exposing the truth.